I think it's fair to say that not all of your cats that you are herding agree exactly maybe what what exactly the mandate is. This is Eric Burlinson, Republican of Missouri, talking about your leadership as it relates to this bill and the tax cuts and the spending cuts.
At the moment, has Mike Johnson let you down?
I think Mike, probably given his own aspirations, has let himself down. I think Mike Johnson says he's a fiscal conservative. This is nowhere near good enough, and I hope that he agrees with me that we could do much better.
My question is this: if everybody ran on the same agenda, you pointed out how many millions of people voted for it, and everybody ran on the Trump agenda, why is there so much disagreement over what it means?
Well, I don't think there's a disagreement over what the agenda means. I think there's concern about how to get it all paid for. Because while at the same time we want to extend the tax cuts, and we're going to extend the Trump-era tax cuts, because otherwise, Leland, we'll have the largest tax increase in U.S. history hit here at the end of the year all at once. So we got to achieve that mission. But we also have to pay for it, because at the same time we have a $36 trillion federal debt, we have a growing deficit, and a lot of us, like Eric, like me, we're fiscal conservatives. We want to make sure that we're not adding to that deficit problem while we do this pro-growth economy and usher it back in. So the analysis and the math and the deliberation over how to deliver that is what will take us a few weeks here to work out. But we started the process. Tomorrow, the Budget Committee will mark up the resolution that will kickstart the reconciliation process, and it will go on in earnest for the next several weeks. You'll hear a lot of debate and discussion and deliberation about how to deliver that, but we'll get it done. We will find the equilibrium point that makes it all work, and Eric and my friends will all be pleased with the product in the end.
You think it's fair to say that there's not going to be a single Democrat that's going to vote for this, right? That you're going to have to get either all or all but one Republican on board?
Yeah, I'm sad to say I don't expect any Democrats to vote for it. They're in full panic mode right now, and they have thrown down the gauntlet. They're trying to fight President Trump on every single inch of ground and all of his agenda. And that's why the reconciliation process is allowed as a partisan exercise, where you don't necessarily need members of the other party if you can keep all of your own members together, and that's what the challenge is. But I think we'll get it done.
All right, so keeping all the members together is a little bit harder when you only have one or two or none to lose. A lot of this arm twisting comes down probably to President Trump himself. I know you've been there in the room when he puts his arm around somebody, says, all right, you got to come with us on this. What exactly is his go-to move? Bring us inside the room.
Well, I've been in those rooms a lot with him, and he has a way of negotiating where he gets the final outcome, as you've seen. He's the expert at the art of the deal. I think what he's advocating for here is what's good for the American people. The America First agenda is to bring about a pro-growth economy again. It is to secure the border. It is to make our American communities safe again. It's to restore peace through strength. It's to make sure that we don't have the largest tax increase in U.S. history, and we get the U.S. economy going again and restore our stature on the world stage. We can do all those things in one big, beautiful bill, as he likes to say. And that's what we're going to achieve.
Just give me an example here.
Takes a lot of work.
Give me an example here about how he's put. Okay, you know what I'm trying to do. You're not going to do it, are you?
I do. I get it. No, I'll tell you. Well, look, I mean, last Thursday, okay, we spent 4 hours at the White House. It wasn't a scheduled meeting. I just brought a select group of Budget Committee members over there, about 15 folks, who came to the cabinet room, and he came in and visited with us, and then he said, I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to make a deal. You guys are going to make a deal. He said, I'm going to step over here in the Oval Office, which is 5 yards away, and he said, Speaker, come knock on the door when they get this deal done. And he got up and walked out. That was a pretty good encouragement to my colleagues and friends there. Yeah. And 3.5 hours later, I went and knocked on the Oval Office door and said, Mr. President, we have the deal. So then he brought everybody in and gave them challenge coins and took photos, and we celebrated together. So that's the 8,000-pound gorilla down the hallway, and he has that way of getting it done.
Yeah, best home field advantage in the world, really. It was designed that way. Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.